game of the night on FS1, Friday night in the Cream City, and the Big East opener for both Creighton and the Marquette Golden Eagles. Welcome to Five Serve Forum, where finals is now done for these Marquette students, so you know they are ready to bring the energy. Happy you could join us. I like to always say flying with the Flying Illini here. Stephen Bardo, Lisa Byington, and Stephen. A lot of excitement here in the opener for both of these teams. They're kind of going in different directions coming into tonight, but let's be honest, both Marquette and Creighton have shown that they can make some noise here in the Big East this year.
Oh, definitely. Both upper echelon teams, Lisa. You're talking about Creighton first, one of the premier teams in college basketball. Don't be fooled by the 5 straight losses. They're without key personnel. They have not been blown out in any game this season. On the other side, Marquette is young. They've had some success. Let's see how they handle it against this very, very talented Creighton squad. Time
to get that tip going here, but first our starting lineups, and it's brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. It is a young Marquette Golden Eagle lineup. They have not changed their starting lineup all year, including here tonight. They are young by year, and they are young by games played in their career. Now for Creighton, Stephen, you had mentioned that they're playing a little bit shorthanded. Ryan Kalkbrenner will be out again tonight, scratch, so that means you see the freshman there, Frederick King, will get his 3rd career start this evening. He started against BYU and Arizona State. You see Kalkbrenner sitting on the sideline. He leads the NCAA in terms of field goal percentage this year. The 3rd straight game he'll sit out. What does that mean? They also lose their leading scorer, their 2nd leading rebounder, and their shot blocker.
And their defensive anchor in terms of all the defensive call.
Godaro with the hook shot and the miss. And another possession and opportunity here for Creighton, coming in with a 6-5 overall record. Stephen, you mentioned they have dropped the last 5 straight. They opened up the season winning the first 6. So certainly an up and down start to the season for them, and a flush with authority for the freshman Frederick King.
Frederick King is coming on, only his 3rd start.
Certainly put up some 3-point attempts. Both of them average about 26 or 27 3-point attempts per game.
Well, so if you like offense, you tune into the right game.
Shilerman gives it up. Baylor Shilerman, who is the transfer from South Dakota State. And Arthur Kaluma. Boy, he was tough in Las Vegas coming off a weekend, and he gets his first 2 points.
Great job by Kaluma using that shot.
5-game losing skid. He said these kids are resilient, and probably a little bit more resilient than the coaching staff in terms of trying to turn the page. And for Creighton, what better time to do it than in the opener, the Big East Conference opener.
Oh, Frederick King is initiating the fast break. What a luxury for Creighton.
6% 3-point shooter coming into tonight, and he hits 3-pointer number 24 on the year.
I'm telling you, every time Joplin lets the ball go, it looks like it's going in. He's so confident. Not a lot of wasted motion on that release.
Nembhard takes the triple try. Ryan Nembhard, the sophomore point guard, the Big East freshman of the year, to lead Marquette. Finding a cutting Kolek. Can't get it on the right side.
Kolek was concerned with that anticipated contact and lost his focus.
Nembhard throws it away. Here's on the push, a transition look. Marquette wants to go. They want to push some pace. And Joplin leaves it short.
Good defense by Trey Alexander.
A one-handed pass over to King. Another assist for Nembhard.
Boy, Creighton is not pleased with that shot right there. Too early in the shot clock. Oh my goodness.
Kolek won't get the call. He went down to the deck and leads to a transition break as Kaluma flushes it home.
Being rewarded for running the floor. And then you see Kaluma doing the IQ of basketball IQ of any player in the Big East. I'm telling you, he's one of the most communicative bigs I've seen in years. Does an excellent job on both ends of the floor.
Coming off a double-double against Notre Dame, 16 points, 18 rebounds. Shilerman behind the back look, frees himself up to do that.
See, that's going to be a tough cover for Gold because Shilerman likes to go in the paint, but he's as comfortable on the perimeter. Catch and shoot 3, that's really good playmaking.
Joplin's 2nd 3-point make and part of a 9-0 Marquette run. Now remember, they were approaching about a 3-minute scoring drought, and boy, have they responded now to take the lead, 25-22. Pump fake from Mitchell, scoop shot, not there. Offensive rebound by King with the putback, and the freshman is showing something a little bit.
He's dunking everything in sight. I love it. Being aggressive at the...
Remember, these two teams traded baskets early. Creighton had that 6-0 run to take a 6-point advantage, and Marquette has had a 19-2 run since to take control of this game, leading by double figures. How about another King flush?
Boy, Greg McDermott pulled that one out of his playbook. Great setup to get. It really takes a lot out of it.
A minute and some change left here in this first half. Still out to Shireman. That tight coverage there. Barely giving Shireman a window. Wow. Fading away, headed in. He barely played his freshman year, was a backup center really his sophomore year, and has taken it to new levels his junior season.
He really has, and he's embraced his role in terms of touching every part of the game.
Alexander takes it inside and just beats the buzzer. A much-needed bucket here for Creighton to try to build any sort of momentum any way that the Blue Jays can.
Yeah, nice drive there by Alexander over the outstretched hand. It looked like Omar pointed to him. I said, I told you so.
He's a guy who's shooting 41% from three, considerably improved from the 28% he was shooting from three last year. Worked on his shot, his hand placement in the offseason, and it has paid dividends. Catch and shoot, Kaluma gives it up to King. He's got 5 dunks in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of taking advantage of this opportunity. And this is going to bode well for Creighton once Ryan Kokbrenner comes back.
10 points for King, 5 for 5, all 5 dunks, flipping it up, and the tip-in, that won't count it as a dunk, but 12 points now for the freshman.
Yeah, the freshman.
Meanwhile, Frederick King is logging some important minutes that maybe he can build on with Kalkbrenner out.
I definitely agree. And come later on this season, Kalkbrenner wanted to play so many minutes.
Alley-oop, nicely done. Nembhard finding King. About 53 points. They're flirting with that. Threes made. 4 threes is their season low. They are threatening that as well. And Yates can't even get the bunny. Taken away out to Mitchell for the lay-in.
Boy, Golden Eagles team is building some great confidence as they turn the calendar after Christmas and get heavy into Big East play.
And Shaka Smart sitting on 299 career wins. He'll get his 300th career win tonight. Farabello knocks down the three. It's the first three-point make. It comes with about 30 of the second half. We asked Shaka Smart if he remembers his first win. He said, yep, totally. You know, VCU 2009, Bethune-Cookman. But I remember my first loss immediately after that game, even more than my first win, and that was to Western Michigan. And the take, Mitchell gets the and one. But to win number 300 for Shaka Smart. And a 69-58 final.
A dominating performance against Marquette. For Marquette at home, holding court at home.